Not only is this one of the best quality fifth wheel RVs with the most loaded up features you are going to find in 2025, it's also a brand new floor plan for 2025. So let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here getting a first look at the 2025 Jayco Pinnacle fifth wheel RV. And again, this is a new floor plan for 2025. So this model here, let's see if we can find the model number on it, as I don't have it memorized. There it is. It's the 38 KPTS. I actually don't even know exactly what KPTS stands for. TS is likely triple slide. I don't know if it stands for King Pantry or I don't know. If you know what it stands for, though, let me know down below in the comments. Lots of stuff going on here with the Jayco Pinnacle, but before I get into everything, real quick, if you are interested in this fifth wheel RV or just interested in an RV in general, there's a link down below in the comments and description of this video where you can find all of the different locations across the United States with Blue Compass RV, as they have over 100 different stores in 33 different states, many of them selling Jayco RVs or something similar, where you can find products there to shop for yourself. So that link down below in the comments and description is there to help you find a location close to you to find something like this Jayco Pinnacle here. Now, with the 2025 Jayco Pinnacle, one thing to note, a lot of people have likely heard of the Jayco North Point. The Jayco Pinnacle is actually the step up from the North Point, even though North Point in and of itself is a very high-end fifth wheel RV that will beat out a lot of other manufacturers' top of the line fifth wheel RV, and Pinnacle is even a step up from that. So one of the things here is they have went to a MORryde independent suspension system here on the Pinnacle. That is very impressive, as this is a very expensive suspension system here, and hardly anything comes standard with a MORryde independent suspension system. Some of the only things I can think of that come to mind are like a DRV mobile suites that are usually well over $150,000. So very impressed to see that they have gone to that MORryde independent suspension system. That is something that a lot of people would love to have as an upgrade, but is usually, just something that is so expensive that it's hard for, the average person to get it. And so few things come with it that it's hard to find something that you can buy with it already installed. And now you can get that on the Jayco Pinnacle. They also have 3 different full body paint schemes here that we're seeing. So this one here, I don't know the exact name of this color scheme here, but it's like a gray, white, and black. And then they also have another one you might have seen or will see on my channel of another Jayco Pinnacle that has a black and gold exterior paint scheme. Both look really sharp, look really good. You have your LED lights underneath the awning. They are now color changing. Love that. You have a molded rear fiberglass back cap that is seamless here on your Pinnacles. That is something you don't have on the North Point. So that's one thing that differentiates them. You're also going to get things like a Halo griddle. You have this J-port right here that will have a table, and then that new really big dual zone griddle that can connect into here. Trying to pop that open. You can see that little spot right there. I believe we'll probably come across the griddle underneath the bed. And then can we just appreciate, like, even just where it says Pinnacle here, these are 3D letters on here, and man, that just looks so good. Like, come on, that looks amazing. So love all that outdoor TV, but let's get inside and look at this new floor plan. And this floor plan is basically taking like an original floor plan, or just not an original, a traditional floor plan in a fifth wheel RV, and making it a whole heck of a lot better. Also notice you already have the privacy shade installed on the window here. And you have the security camera already installed above the entry door. So you can see that right there too. So when we walk inside here, it is your island kitchen, kind of rear living arrangement, but they just stretched this out tremendously to really open up the space. You can see here, like you have this closet storage or coat storage right here, but it kind of sits like they stuffed the pantry back that way a little bit, even to open up this space a little bit more, which allows them to shift this island over a little bit more, still get access to the refrigerator with the slide closed, and you have a new waterfall style island that allows that end of that island to drop down so you can get more floor space. So all of that really impressive. Also, tremendously impressed with the fact that they went to solid wood interior construction on their drawers, and they have dovetail joints now instead of staples for all of their interior drawer construction. So what a huge step up there. Basically, this Pinnacle, you add other things outside, like they have a new 3-stage water filtration system. We'll see this when we get back outside, but you can see the parts about it here. This is also acting as a water softener as well. Really, really nice. This is new for 2025. Add all these things together. I mean, I don't know anything else out there that's going to really beat this in terms of what it has to offer. I mean, it's really a remarkable fifth wheel RV. Even stuff like, Brinkley and whatnot, like their Brinkley fifth wheel that's not a toy hauler is not going to have anything that I can recall or think of that this has. Maybe there's probably a few things here or there, like a few minor detailed things there, but definitely really stepping it up. Another thing that really makes the Pinnacle different from anything else out there is it has high gloss cabinetry. So very curious your thoughts on what you think about that. You can see how the light reflects off that cabinet, and it is just really nice high gloss finishes in here. I'm pretty excited about how it looks, and I think it just feels really nice and elegant, feels very bright and airy in here, and it just feels different than anything else that you'll see in 2025. Even like your island has that high gloss finish. You can see the LED lights underneath there. Love all that. Okay, then as we get through the living arrangement, you have your dining table here. They even work in storage around the dining table, so you can see like back behind here, you have that storage that will open up, and then you have more cabinets all underneath here. And then this table looks pretty small, but that is because this whole thing extends out a bunch. So you have a much bigger table option here when needed. And then it's on some sort of mechanism that actually just pulls this thing right back in. So that takes zero strength, zero pushing. You literally just lift the table up and it just starts pulling it back in by itself. You can see your light fixtures here in the slide out, and then in your windows, you have pull down day and night shades on your windows. So that's another thing that separates this from the Pinnacle, separates this from the North Point with Jayco. Jayco North Point just has pull down blackout shades. Pinnacle will have day and night shades. Just in case, so I can give a little breakdown too of the differences between North Point and Pinnacle. Pinnacle is going to have the high gloss cabinets. North Point does not. Pinnacle is going to have that independent suspension system. North Point does not. And those are some of the main differences I've seen so far. I don't know that North Point has the soft close. Actually, you know what? Everything else I think pretty much is in the North Point as well. North Point now has that solid wood dovetail construction. They have soft close drawers, soft close cabinets, and everything else is kind of those, added extra features. The molded rear fiberglass front cap only in Pinnacle. North Point does not have that. So just some few minor things. And North Point is really a good alternative option that's a little bit less expensive if this is just a little too extra for you. Right here you have a power tower area, so outlets and USB ports. Then you have your recliners here. These are power recliners. You have the little tables that go into the pin area right here, so these can be taken out of that little pin spot right there. But you have power recliners, and they do have heat and massage, and this is all cloth furniture, which I personally am really excited about. I like the idea of having cloth furniture over pleather. My idea on this is that pleather style furniture, it is more susceptible to heat changes and having more drastic heat changes. Plus, when you lay on that material for too long, especially if it's hot, you kind of stick to it, and you don't get that with stuff like this. Plus, I just feel like the cloth a lot of times just feels a bit more comfortable. Like I have all cloth furniture in my home, and I wouldn't see having anything else. The two recliners here also can double as a love seat, as you can flip up that armrest, and then you flip that down, you have outlets and USB ports in there and cup holders. And then this island here, because it flips down, you get even more floor space. But even with it flipped out, you can see it's really not getting in the way of your floor space, and definitely not getting in the way of your TV there, and that is a 50-inch retractable TV. But let me show you how this island works and what this does. You've probably seen something similar to this before, but good to see, the RV world and RV industry just trying to find more ways to make space as usable as possible. So that will collapse down like so, and like I said, you have that island or that waterfall style kitchen now. So I love that added touch there. It really is going to open up this space when you collapse that down. And like I said, this is your traditional style floor plan layout that we're used to seeing, but I've just never seen it done in a way where you have this much floor space in here. It is really remarkable how much floor space you get. Also, like, you have a more modern looking ceiling fan up here. So you get the ceiling fan, love that. And then you have all this additional storage up over the sofa for the full timers. This does come with a full-time warranty, so you can live in it full time. You have the 3-cushion sofa here, so me being 6'2", you can see with the 3-cushion sofa, you get a big enough space to actually be able to lay out across the sofa and potentially take a nap. If you're under 6 feet especially, you'll easily be able to lay down on that sofa. And this will make out into a bed. So it's a trifold sofa. Cushions along the back just come out, and then this lifts up. This part of the cushion is actually also part of the bed, and then it all folds out this way and makes nearly a king size bed there. Again, you have your storage space up above here, and you have some shelving there. Now, I got interrupted while I was in the middle of filming that from some of the people coming in for the presentation, so I'm trying to not show you something I already showed you, but you have hidden storage underneath here. Hopefully I stay on track with where I was at. Ooh, you also have USB ports back here and USB Type-C connection and outlets. Jayco across the board, one thing I've been noticing is they are loading up their units with outlets and USB ports everywhere, which is pretty nice and convenient. Again, drop down 50-inch screen TV. It is a Sansui TV. Looks like it has a really thin bezel along the perimeter as well. JBL soundbar, and you have the electric fireplace with multiple different color options. Storage up above here. And then as we go along this way, you have all this countertop space here. Gosh, I don't remember if we looked at all this stuff already or not. I went and did some other things and now I forgot. But you have the solid wood dovetail construction in here. I apologize, y'all. I was psyching myself out thinking I already showed you some of this stuff. But you have this little utensil separator right here, and that will separate back like so. So you have a little bit of storage underneath there. Soft close cabinets, soft close drawers, and then storage underneath here, plus 3 more drawers right here. Also added in some new stuff where you have your trash can down underneath here, and you have a cutting board now over that with a hole in the cutting board, so you can chop things up there and it will fall right into the trash can. And then they did a new sink in here. So you have this sink we've seen in some other products in 2024 making their way into 2025. Love this sink. It's a charcoal stainless steel look. You have multiple different ways that you can use it. You have this dispenser, or not dispenser. I'm trying to think of the right word for what this is, but it's like it's your spot that sprays out water. You know, what would be the term for that? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. I don't know. I mean, faucet doesn't sound right to me because this is what I think when I think faucet. But you have your sprayer right here to rinse off anything that's in these bins. Obviously, you can take this stuff out. You have your spot here to wash out cups, and then it also will come with a wooden cutting board that covers half the sink. And then when you take all that out, it is a large single basin charcoal stainless steel sink. You have a dishwasher already installed in the Pinnacle, so again, great for the full timers. And then you can see your 2 outlets there as well. Looks like you have a switch here to control if you want power going to the dishwasher or microwave, so it looks like you probably can't use both of those at the same time. Now coming across here, look at all the storage that you're gonna get, 1, and 2, look at the symmetry, y'all. One thing I really like to point out is when things look symmetrical. I think that just feels proper to me. And look at how symmetrical this space looks with everything in your kitchen area. Everything on both sides of the stove are perfectly symmetrical from what I'm seeing here. And just a ton of storage space all the way around. Residential size microwave does have convection oven or like air fryer options on that as well. Then you'll have same storage over here. Sometimes I do have to open up all of these cabinets and drawers though. 1, so the person in the comments here that's actually really thinking about buying this RV can see where all their stuff is gonna go. And 2, so that I make sure that none of these things have something special inside of them that I didn't know was gonna be there. But those all look the same here. So 3 different drawers, and then you have storage space here and more storage here. So yeah, that matches the same as on the other side. And for some reason, this one's not wanting to go in. It got off track. Ooh, if this gets off track, oh man, we're gonna have to come back to that. I don't know what I did to get that off track there, but that's unfortunate. Nonetheless, real tile backsplash back behind here. So love that. Actual real tile has like very shiny properties to it. And then you have your outlets up underneath the cabinetry on both sides here. No heat vents in any of the flooring in this fifth wheel RV. It's all ran through cabinetry and things of that nature. So no floor vents to deal with. You have a little bit of a lip here with this slide out right there, but no lip on this side and no carpet anywhere in this fifth wheel RV. Going back along this way, this does have 3 ACs in it. So you can see your third AC here in the middle. And then that looks like that is included into the ducting of the RV. Plus you have a whisper quiet AC system. So that is actually your AC return right there. And the AC is up in the attic. Going this way, you have your GE residential refrigerator. You actually get a water dispenser and your ice cube dispenser in the door. So love that. Close all that up, and then you have your pantry space here where you have both sides of this being their own little independent pantries with adjustable shelving. You also have a little shelf up here, and again, everything is high gloss in this kitchen. Have a touchscreen control panel, and this does have voice controls on this fifth wheel RV as well, so you can use your voice to turn on and off things like your AC, your lights, and all kinds of other stuff. Basically like living in a smart house or a smart RV. You have your coat closet. Definitely can hang all of your coats in there. You have a safety light that turns on here, and you have your breakers and fuses under there, plus your central vac system, so you have your floor sweep there, and the spot where the hose can hook up right here to keep your fifth wheel clean. Grab handle going up into the bathroom, and when we step into the bathroom, you can see we have gray cabinetry in here. This is also high gloss on that. Single vanity, gives you good countertop space. You have your medicine cabinet, and then the shower goes wall to wall in this bathroom. Really, really nice. You have your porcelain foot flush toilet. Sliding door sits between the 2 wall pillars right here, so kind of keeps that nice and concealed there, and then it's just a sliding pocket door. You have a larger vent fan in this space, not just a cheap vent fan. And then this fifth wheel RV has a barreled ceiling on it. I can't remember if we talked about that, but one of the only ones you'll see with a barreled ceiling in 2025, which is great. Ooh, I even saw there's more storage up here. I just found that. Great and easy to get to from up here on the upper deck. It's going to add a lot of ceiling height though with that barreled ceiling in the middle, gives it a bigger feel. However, there's one little critique that I have with that, and it's that it can make the shower feel a little bit more condensed. So when I step into the shower, that ceiling starts to slant down into the shower space. And this one actually is not too bad at all. It's probably about 6'3" to right here, but if you are over 6'3", at its shortest point, you are going to start having to like crouch. And then up into the skylight, it's probably about 6'5" or so before you start having that same effect. Shower head can't sit quite high enough for me not to have to duck underneath it, so I do have to duck, but it does have a wand here as well, and you have 2 body sprayers in the shower. All that said, you have a bench here, so you always can sit down. Sitting down is always an option, and then this shower is definitely a couple shower, as you have enough space in there for 2 people without any sort of problems. Now let me show you the storage space in here before we go to the bedroom. So you have your 3 pull-out drawers and storage underneath here. And then you have your sink here with a nice looking faucet. Love the way that looks. And again, your medicine cabinet. As we go to the bedroom, this is where the shortest part in this fifth wheel is going to be right here. So a lot of people like to know this information, and I am 6'2" with my shoes on, and I did not have to duck, but that is like literally right at about 6'2". The little bead on the top of my cap actually barely nicked that. So I would say that's probably 6'2" to be safe. In the rest of this room though, if you are under 6'4", you'll never feel the need to duck anywhere. And at its tallest point, it's probably about 6'6", maybe 6'7". Here's your switch to turn on and off your security cameras. There was one already installed over the entry door. And then you have your light controls right here. King size bed in the bedroom. You can tell it's a very deep slide out box, so that really opens up your floor space in here a lot. And you can see with the bedroom and bathroom, nothing too drastically different in these spaces as in this new floor plan. They've really emphasized all that space going to opening up that living room area more and maintaining that island kitchen. Now you have some cool hidden things in here. So hidden storage up underneath here. Of course, you have your 2 drawers there, and then you're going to have outlets and USB ports around here. Storage around the TV. Love that the TV is already framed out. And then again, you have another Sansui TV in here. That looks to be about a 32-inch screen TV. Storage up underneath the bed. And then this again is a king size bed, and it's using a memory foam style bed that has an aloe vera cooling to it as well. Windows all around, and you have your outlets on both sides, or not outlets, your USB ports on both sides of the bed. Outlets are going to be down towards the bottom, down here, and you have little nightstands for each person. Now, of course, you're going to need washer dryer connections, so in here would be where the washer and dryer goes. Now, that also can be utilized for quite a bit of wardrobe storage. So I'm curious, in a fifth wheel RV like this, that obviously is like a top of the line fifth wheel RV, a lot of people likely looking at this as a full-time or at least like extended travel solution. Would you prefer them to just include the washer and dryer standard, or do you like having the option to also use that for wardrobe storage and not have to have a washer dryer? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. You have a Wi-Fi router already installed standard, so saving you some money there, having that just come standard and not having to deal with doing that later. You have some shelving here built into the closet. See that shelving there, and your clothing rod with support in the middle, and those are motion activated lights, so those will turn on when you open the door. You have storage here, and then this looks like this is going to be a hamper spot right there. So all that storage space all down underneath and through here. And again, the floor space, you can just feel it. You can feel that these are deeper slide out boxes that the bed is sitting in, because you have a ton of floor space. And look at all that walking space you have on the side of the bed. You will not have to do the side shuffle to get in and out of bed there. And they're able to run the heat through here, so you really do not have any floor vents anywhere in this fifth wheel RV. Even some models that don't have floor vents in the living room, they typically have a floor vent here in the bedroom, but you don't have that even in the bedroom in this Jayco Pinnacle. So that is everything on the inside, y'all. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and then let's go outside and take a look at some of the rest of the stuff on the outside real quick before we wrap this up. This is the point I usually try to let you know about pricing on a fifth wheel RV like this. Likely going to be somewhere around, I mean, with the full body paint, I would think this has got to be at least like 140, maybe 150. I definitely could be wrong. That independent suspension system is expensive. Full body paint is expensive. But I don't have any like for sure pricing information right now, as these haven't arrived at dealerships lots yet, and dealerships are the ones that set the sales price on them. So that is just an estimate based on just what I've seen from 2024 models. But I could be wrong. If you are interested in this RV though, and you want exact pricing information, you can contact one of our dealers that sells Jayco through the link down below in the comments and description, and we can get you all of the most accurate, up-to-date information. So you have a strut assisted entry step, so that is weightless for you, getting that in and out of the door. JBL speakers outside sitting at ear level when you are sitting down. Again, you have your privacy shade on the window, color changing LED lights underneath the awning, frameless windows, huge baggage door, slam latch baggage door, and it does have magnet latches to hold that open. You have this huge storage space all through here, motion activated light underneath here. You can see the Astrofoil insulation underneath here, a nice touch as well. Something you don't see in pretty much any other fifth wheel RVs, where you can actually see that added layer of insulation. This passes all the way straight through, huge space, and then you have 40 pounds of propane capacity. So these are 3 40-pound propane bottles, very impressive. Spot for a generator up here, spot for batteries up here, all those good things with your storage. Plus you have the MORryde pin box up front, and let's see, are these lights on up front? Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. So you have your MORryde pin box, one of the best pin boxes you can get on a fifth wheel RV, and you can see your lights up front there look really, really clean. Schwintek slide on your bedroom slide covers already installed for the top of your slide out boxes. You have the Dexter tow assist on here, so this is now going to have anti-lock braking on it. You have sway mitigation on there, and it does have a odometer there for your trailer. Here's your other 2 40-pound propane bottles. So more propane capacity on here than you can even get in a lot of other fifth wheel RVs that this will compete with. So very impressive with that. Very impressive too, even the Jayco North Point coming with 120 pounds of propane capacity. Here's your 3-stage water filtration system. And again, this also acts as a water softening system in addition to filtering the water. Now you do have to duck to get under this space to get to all your water connections down underneath here. And we should turn all these lights on so we can see what we're looking at there. There we go. Now we can see things a little bit better. Black and gray tank pull valves are down underneath here, and your outdoor shower there as well. Coming this way, you do have a tanked water heater on here. I haven't got the exact size of the water heater, whether it's 12, 14, or 16 gallons, One thing to talk about with that is with a tankless water heater, it only runs off of propane. So everybody says with a tankless water heater, you have unlimited hot water. That's just not true. It's a fallacy. You have as much hot water as you have propane supply. And when you run out of propane, you run out of hot water. With this system, you have a electric heating element to it and a propane heating element to it. You can turn both of those on at the same time if you want. And that allows you to also be able to heat up water even if you are out of propane. You can see here, this looks like, I don't know if this door's open. You can see there's a tube running out of here. And this has a SaniCon Turbo waste evacuation system. So this looks like this is gonna be something that kind of acts like a macerator maybe to help drain things out of your black tank a little bit better. So that's pretty interesting and that's cool to see. See your black and gray tank dump valves dumped there right below the stabilizer arm. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling on here. You can see you have a rack and pinion style slide out on this slide mechanism. And again, that independent suspension system, just very impressive that you get on the Pinnacle. And that is just about everything, y'all. So very curious your thoughts on what you think about this fifth wheel RV. There is solar up on the roof. It will come standard with solar, and they actually have 4 different solar packages now, depending on how much solar you want. Most dealerships will likely order it with 200 or 400 watts of solar, but you can get it with more solar if you want the solar to be capable of doing more things. Solar just gets very expensive pretty quickly. Ooh, also noticed you have side cameras here already installed too. So love that. So that is all I got for y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. And if you are interested in this RV, the link is down below in the comments and description to help you out and get you started with finding an RV like this across the United States with Blue Compass RV. That's all I got for y'all. Use that link when you're ready and we're here to help. And until next time, live firmly unbound.